Welcome back to the MD Medic Podcast. Today we're going to talk about simping, what it is, why it's bad, and how you can stop being one. Let's go. All right, guys, we're going to get right into it. So what is a simp?
You're a loser.
That is a big part of what a simp is. A simp is a loser. So a simp is a man who gives a woman attention, favors, and respect that are not reciprocated. Simping is bad. I dare say simping is one of the biggest problems that plagues the community of men nowadays. So you see simping when you see a guy who's with the girl who doesn't really respect him, care about him, will blatantly disrespect him, will blatantly just still appear single and give attention to other men or put herself on the market to other men, but yet she's very glad to still reap the benefits of being with this man. So this girl will still love to be taken out on free dates. This girl will still love to have the door held for her. She will love all the attention that this man is giving, but she's not respecting him at all. That is simping. Simping is not good. It's not a good look, man. I'm telling you, if you are a simp, I am telling you to get better because you're going to get whipped. You're going to lose in the game of life, in the game of dating. Women will not respect you, and superior men will not respect you. You won't respect yourself. Guys, do not be a simp. So, why does simping happen? So, simping comes from a scarcity mindset when it comes to women. I will say that again. That right there is money. Simping comes from a scarcity mindset when it comes to women. So the average man is so used to rejection from women that he is in a subconscious state of desperation when it comes to them. He's willing to do anything he possibly can to keep a woman around because let's be honest, it is so much harder for a man to get a woman, right? So a woman, she's born beautiful, she's born sexually attractive, and men are going to want to sleep with a woman no matter what she accomplishes in life. Men are going to want to sleep with her. She's born with her value, her sexual value up front. However, for a man, you've got to do so many things for a woman to be attracted to you. You know, you got to be this tall or make this much money or drive this kind of car or accrue this level of status and renown for yourself. So it's a lot harder for a man to get female attention. And average guys, unfortunately, get rejected a lot. So simping is seen very commonly when a guy who has average or below average sexual marketplace value just so happens by the skin of his teeth to get the attention of an attractive woman that he feels like is out of his league. So this can even apply to a woman who's like a 6 out of 10. So let me tell you what I'm talking about what a 6 is, so you guys will understand kind of the metric that I'm using. So on a scale of 1 to 10 of attractiveness for a woman, 1 would be like fugly, and 10 would be like perfect, like very few women in the world can possibly even be. Almost an impossible standard. 10 is perfect. 5 is average. 5 is just like your average plain Jane chick. Like, for example, a woman starts out at a 5 by simply just being in shape, by simply just being in the proper BMI bracket for her height. A woman starts out as a 5. So 5 is average. 6 is cute. 7 is beautiful. eight's like an Instagram model. 9 is like a model that you'd see like for Victoria's Secret or Vogue, and then 10 is like pretty much perfect. So when you have a guy who's average or below average, and he happens to get an attention of someone who is like a 6 or above, you commonly see simping. Because, let's be honest, this guy is very desperate to get women, and the fact that he got the attention of a girl like this with his desperate scarcity mindset, he's like, oh my God, I will do anything that I can to keep her. This is a novelty. This is like, wow, I will absolutely put myself under this girl's shoe. I will let her walk over me. I will kiss the ground she treads on because I can never get anything like this. That's a common example of when you'll see simping, is when an average or below average guy happens to get the attention of like a 6, right? Because it's so rare that women who are even, average and above are going to want an average guy, because they're all wanting and attracted to top caliber men. I mean, it's in a woman's nature to want the best guy she can get, the most handsome, most wealthy, the tallest, the strongest. And it's even worse now in the age of social media, when like on every girl's explore page, all she sees are these, Chad-looking dudes who are ripped, have a lot of money, look like the MD medic. Just playing. Yeah. She has this idea that this is what the man is supposed to be like. This is what an ideal man is supposed to be like. And when dudes are average and not measuring up, she doesn't want them, because she thinks that this idea of the Chad on her Instagram Explore page or social media or music or TV that she sees, that's supposed to be the kind of guy that should go after her. So when she gets with the guy who's average or below average, because these average guys don't get much attention because of the competition that they're up against and women's perception of what they want, he is very likely to simp. Once again, guys, I'll mention that Tinder study that I always quote, that I talked about extensively in that episode of why you can't be average, right? So the average guy on Tinder only has a 0.87% chance of getting a like from a woman on any given day. 100% of women want the guys that are in the top 10 to 20% in terms of attractiveness, social capital, economic status, and it's only the bottom 20% of females in terms of attractiveness that would even consider giving the average guy a chance. And even still, those less attractive females, what they really want is the top tier guys. So yeah, I kind of understand why the scarcity mindset is there, because it's so hard for an average guy out there. Like, dating marketplace in the world is so hard for an average guy, but still, that is not a reason to become a simp. No matter what, simping is never the answer, but becoming better is. Enough said. So you'll see a lot of simping out in the world. You'll see the things where dudes are going out of their way to try to be a pick-me for a girl, right? And not going out of the way in terms of increasing their status, making themselves a better man, all this kind of stuff, but literally letting a woman be their doormat, letting a woman use their time, their resources, their self-respect for her own gain while getting nothing out of it, just for the hope, the remote possibility of getting a whiff, a breeze, possibly a touch, a visual, like, closeness to some pussy. Like, dudes will do that. One of the most common situations in which you'll see simping happen is, you see it all the time. You see some thought on social media post something like, where are all the good dudes at? And I'm just so tired of being hurt by all these bad guys. Or I wish there was guys out there that would treat me well or really love me. And then, you just open the floodgate for all the simps to just come into the comments and just, oh my gosh, look at me. I will do all these things for you. I will let you run over me. I will let you use me as a doormat. You can have all of my money. You can have all of my time. You can have everything. You don't have to respect me. You know what, woman? I'll suck your dick. I don't need any self-respect. I don't need any pride. I just want to do anything that I possibly can to maybe get the remote chance of getting just a whiff of some pussy. Yes, that is simping. Please, guys, don't do that. It is not a good look. Gay. That's how I feel about simps. Don't do that. But unfortunately, you see simping on social media all the time. And I'll pull up some examples. So I hate TikTok, guys, but I use it, right? I use it only for the purpose of marketing for this podcast. I don't have a personal TikTok account. I have a podcast TikTok account, and I use it for posting shorts and clips to market this podcast and get it out there. And maybe hopefully some of those men who are on TikTok, I can reach out, grab them, and rip them out of that chasm. Pull them out of the desperate pit of simping and lostness and degeneracy that is TikTok and that is the modern world, and pull them out of the matrix. So yes, that's what I use TikTok for. But by being on TikTok for the podcast, I can't help but see the simping there. So I'm going to give you guys a video of some horrible, awful simping that I saw on TikTok. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. It makes my skin crawl. It is horrible. Guys, don't be this simp. So essentially, there's this lady. She's like this old-looking hag. She says that she's in her late 30s, but she looks like she's 50. But she's literally posting this video on TikTok, and I didn't have like the whole video captured because it contains some music, and I don't want to get this video demonetized for playing music. But I took a screenshot of it, and you'll see the video. So this woman, basically, she says, I'm in my late 30s and I'm a mom, and my husband told me that I can't go out showing my cleavage and wearing a crop top because I'm a mom and I'm an adult, and I disagree with that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post this video on TikTok of me talking about how much I think that he's a terrible person and how I'm not going to listen to him. And in the video, I'm going to be fingering myself on TikTok on this public platform. So this woman is like openly disrespecting her man. And even because he literally just said common sense, hey, you're a mom, don't act like it. Like, stop acting like a hoe in public. You're mine. You're a mom. That's disrespectful. Don't do it. And so she goes and disrespects him in return on TikTok. Just said like this most disgusting, vile, like garbage, and posted this really disrespectful, rude, and lewd stuff on TikTok. And still in the comment sections, you see dudes simping. Here, I'll go and play the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect example of TikTok simping. This woman right here, she's a mom in her 30s, and she's upset that her husband told her that she should not be going out in public wearing a crop top and showing her cleavage. So, to vent her frustration at this, she decides to go to TikTok and make a video disrespecting him while fingering herself. And look in the comments. You have these men right here who are simping, saying, you could do whatever you want if you were mine. That is a simp. She does not deserve this respect.
So guys, she does not deserve that respect, but you see that kind of stuff on TikTok all the time. So I don't know why this happened or where this came from, but there's this new trend of women like wanting to breastfeed on TikTok and record it and be like, hey, women's rights. And basically it's just an excuse for them to show their titties on social media, because for some reason TikTok doesn't censor nudity and like full images of breasts and nipples whenever it's involved with feeding a baby. I don't know why, but women are just using this just as a way to get attention. And I think it's disgusting that a mom, a whole mother, is using her newborn to get hoe attention on social media. It's disgusting, it's low class, and these are recreational use only women, if even that. But you'll still see sips in the comments saying things like, oh my gosh, that's so sexy, please do it again. I totally would want to be that baby and get milked by you, and drink your milk, or I totally want to be in that position, and that's so sexy, or, oh yeah, women should totally be allowed to show what they want on social media. These are simps, yo. This is not okay. Resist the simp mind. So here's some more examples from social media. Some examples from Facebook. So look at this post here. You got this chick. Obviously, she's a hoe. Like, if she's posting this kind of stuff on social media, she's literally just trying to seek the attention of other people. She's just trying to get men to look at her. And what's even worse is that this girl's in a relationship, because like a month ago she posted, this is off of my personal Facebook. I know this person personally, but I blocked out her name for respect purposes. But a month ago she posted that she was in a relationship, but yet she has no pictures of this guy on there. It's not in her her bio on Facebook, and she still posts stuff like this because she loves the amount of attention that she gets. Like what women will do when they're with a man that they don't respect, they will still keep themselves out on the market, and they'll still post stuff like this because they love the attention. Women use simps for attention, but she posts stuff like this even while she has a boyfriend because
she belongs to the streets.
Yes, but even still, you look in the comments. Even though it's very clear that she's a hoe, and anybody who follows her can see that. You look in the comments, and it is absolutely full of simps. Like, full to the brim of people simping out. Like, read these comments. You got these people say, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, you're so sexy. You got this guy here. He's double commenting. You are sexy, you are gorgeous, you're just so hot. And then the guys after him, commenting in all caps. Like, these guys are simps. Let's take a closer look at this guy who I circled, who double commented. Let's look at his actual profile. This is him. Why do you think he's simping? If you just had to take a guess, if you just had to take a wild guess on why this man is simping so hard for this girl that he knows is a hoe, just trying to get a whiff of pussy. Why? Look at him. Because pussy is rare for this man. Scarcity mindset. You think a guy like this is easily able to get pussy? No. So he would rather sacrifice self-respect. He would rather look dumb. He would rather simp to try to get some pussy rather than become a better man. He says stuff like this because he's hoping that, maybe I could get some attention. Just maybe I can stand out and she'll notice me because I'm the one that she could use the most, and I'm the one that'll give her the most attention, and I'll just give and give and give because she's the prize. No. Guys, don't be that. Become better where you are the prize. Look at this guy. The reason why he's simping is because he knows that he's undesirable. He knows that he is average at best or below average sexual marketplace value. Resist the simp mind and become better. Here's another example, guys. So this chick here, I crossed out her name, but she posted some hate about my dude Andrew Tate. She posted some hate, right? She posted this post talking junk about Andrew Tate, saying, oh my gosh, I don't like him. He's a misogynist. He thinks he's superior to people, all that kind of stuff. And I really wasn't going to jump into this. I really wasn't going to jump into this fight and comment. I was going to let it go, knowing that this girl is probably ignorant, probably has never listened to a full-length video of anything that he said. She just jumps on the bandwagon because she's programmed by the Matrix to just follow narratives blindly. And I'm just she's really too stupid for me to understand any argument that I'd even make against her. So I'm just going to move on. But I wanted to look at the comments and see what other people were saying. This guy here, I crossed out his last name, but this guy Matthew. If this isn't the simpiest thing you guys have ever seen in your life, this guy Matthew, he commented on this. He wrote, always, and I do mean always, side with women. No matter who they dislike or why they do not question it and go with it. A squeaky clean image is priority number one. Anyway, I don't even know who this guy is until he blew up on social media.
Gay!
Guys, do not be this guy. This guy's taking nothing but L's.
You're a loser.
100%. Yo, this is the simpiest thing you've ever seen. This guy is saying, pick me, give me attention. I will totally side with you. You can do whatever you want. I'm just going to agree with you. I will never tell you no. I will never correct you for your BS. I will never call you out on being wrong. I will never call you out on mistreating me. I will always side with you because always side with women, always agree with women, always go with them because, I just want some pussy, and I've never had any in my entire life, and I'm so afraid that unless I go to these lengths, I won't even be able to get close to it. Don't be that guy. And guys, I want you to see what my comment and response is. I wasn't going to comment, but I saw this simpiness. I saw this mess, and I just had to. It boils my blood more than it boils my blood to see dumb hoes post things and seek after attention and be the 304s that they are. What really bothers me more is to see men feeding that and perpetuating this behavior and rewarding it by simping. I hate it. It boils my blood. So I had to stand up and I had to say something. So I did. This is my comment and response. Right, guys, just look. And this exhibit here is a perfect example of a simp. A man who has no frame in a relationship and will do anything to keep what scant trace of pussy he is able to obtain, if he is actually able to obtain it at all, including sacrificing his own morals and suppressing anything or any expression that could insinuate dissension in order to please a woman who doesn't even respect him and will leave him as soon as she finds a better, more dominant option. A simp like this, who is completely agreeable at all times to women due to his sheer undesirability and inability to attract large number of females, tolerates getting treated like a girl's doormat and friend zone just for the remote chance of her giving his desperate ass some sexual attention. Simps like this don't have the frame, confidence, or even alternative options in women to ever stand up for himself against a chick and tell her no. Because doing so might make him lose his 1 in a million chance of getting laid. Guys, please don't be this guy. I just had to. I had to make the world resist the simp mind. Because there's not enough people that are talking against this. There's not enough people talking against it. This is why men are depressed. This is why men are self-deleting. This is why men resort to getting overweight, to smoking weed all day, to becoming alcoholics, to doing nothing but playing video games and being sad that they can't get respected by women, that they can't get any sexual attention. Listen, I know I sound harsh. I know I sound mean, but I'm trying to tell you something. I'm doing this out of a genuine desire to do God's work. I'm doing this to try to make you guys better, to try to make you men better, to give you the life that you want, to give you the women that you want, to give you the happiness that you want, and give you the roadmap to get it. Because the Matrix isn't going to tell you how. They want you weak. They want you dissatisfied. They want you placated. They don't want you to be a warrior. They don't want you to be a dominant conqueror. They want you under their thumb, controllable, miserable, and weak. But I am trying to help you guys be better. Resist the simp mind. So, enough of the rant. So I told this guy this, and then I did a little further investigation to see what would make this guy say something so simpy, so cringeworthy. So I went to Mr. Matthews' page and I looked, and this is why. He's an average-looking bum. He's just average in every way, just a bum. And look at all the people that he follows. He follows all of these women, right? Just follows all these female pages, just trying to reach out his little simpy net and catch one of them. This is, guys, do you not feel sad for this? Do you not feel bad for this? Like, my heart hurts. This is why I do this. This is why I have this podcast, to help you guys get what you want out of life. Do not be this guy. Do not be this guy.
You're a loser.
I'm sure you guys can think of a million examples on a daily basis that you see. And I want you guys to start paying attention to it when you're on social media, which should be limited because it's not making you money, it's wasting your time, and it's plugging you deeper into the matrix, unless you're following positive people like me, like other people who are making you stronger, richer, smarter, wiser. So yes, just pay attention to simping, and when you see it, I want you to, like, in your mind, tell yourself, I don't want to be that guy. This is why you don't want to be a simp. Women don't actually like simps. This is seen in the fact that none of these simps in the girls' comments and DMs ever actually even get a reply. You know that these chicks who post all this thirsty stuff and is like, why can't I ever get a man? Why can't I ever get a good guy or any of the guys that I want?
You're a loser.
Why can't I ever get any of them? Why can't I get any of them to take me seriously? I'm going to be forever alone, wanting so much attention. I'm single. These girls' DMs are full. She's got all kinds of guys giving her attention. But she doesn't want any of them. She does not want these simps. She wants the dominant guys, the alpha males, the top 10% of dudes. She doesn't want these simps. She uses these simps just for attention, just to make her feel pretty, or if she, let's be honest, if she is dating a simp, he's a placeholder boyfriend. What this means is she's with him just to get her needs for attention and affection met until someone who is superior and more dominant comes along, and then he is left. She is out of there. She is gone. And this is how you know, because when these women are in relationships with these simps, they don't change their relationship status and make it obvious on social media. They still post hoe pictures on social media, still wanting attention. They'll still go out to the club and go out to girls' nights, still dressing promiscuously, hoping to attract the guy that they actually want, because they don't want simps, because no one likes simps. Can I get a Don DeMarco? Shout out Fresh and Fit. So, women don't like simps. This is because the characteristics that women are primarily attracted to are incompatible with simping. Simping implies weakness, simping implies inferiority, and simping implies a lack of masculinity. Women don't like these things. And in case you guys think that I'm full of it, but I hope you guys see that I am an intelligent, compendious, well put together, well-spoken person who doesn't just talk out of my butt. But in case you guys think that I'm just making this up, like I always do, I brought up some studies, some facts, some data, and some statistics to back up my point that women do not like simps because simping is incompatible with the characteristics of an alpha male. So Business Insider did a study that basically went to explore the different characteristics of men that are actually effective in attracting most women. Let's get into it. This characteristic right here, when men are unavailable to women, that might make women want them more. So men who can turn down a woman, who can say, I don't want you because I don't want you. I don't want you because I have other options. I want that one. I want this one. I got these over here, so I don't need you. That makes him more attractive to a woman, because a guy that seems to not be so desperate and have more options is what a woman wants. She wants a dominance. She doesn't want a simp, because a simp would never be unavailable to a woman. A simp will always try to be exactly whatever the woman wants at any given time for any woman he can, because women's attention's rare and it's a commodity that he's very scarce of. But women don't want that. They want men that can tell them no. So, another personality trait that women like. Women like risk takers. Risk takers tend to attract women. So, a risk taker is the kind of guy who is strong, who's confident, who's not afraid of danger, who's able to stand up for himself, who feels like he has a certain level of macho energy, of invincibility. These are characteristics of a dominant, of an alpha, of a superman. Not some weak-ass little simp. Don't be that. Another one. This website here did a study on 10 personality traits that attract females to males. So this is actually a science-based website called MyFitBrain, and basically they do a lot of health studies talking about keeping you personally fit, mentally fit, things like that. And they're a very science-driven page. So they did a study of a bunch of different women, and they found out 10 different characteristics that women actually like in males. Let's go through some of them. 1, women like strength. There's a weak little simp. This little guy who's so pathetic that he can't attract a woman and tries to degrade himself. Does that show strength at all? Does that show frame? Does that show any form of dominance? Does that show strong? What does that show?
Gay! You're a loser.
That's what that shows. Women don't like that. 2, confidence. Women like confidence. Is a simp who is willing to give up his own self-respect just to try to get some attention, does that have any semblance of confidence? No, it does not. Not at all. Okay. You guys still don't believe me. How about we try something else? This other study from the University of British Columbia, looking at 900 different North American females. So for my American audience, that's the girls that you are trying to get, the girls that you're interacting with on a daily basis. They looked at different kinds of personality traits or different aspects of men that attract women, and women highly rated attractive pictures of men who looked proud. The women in this study were shown a bunch of different pictures, right, of men in different poses, different body postures, and different things. And the men that looked proud were the ones that attracted the women's attention and were rated as attractive. So, do you think a simp who's willing to literally be a woman's doormat, do you think that in her mind, in a woman's mind, subconsciously makes her think, wow, that man looks proud? Or do you think that makes him look like a loser? Like a little imp, like a little just piece of dirt that she can walk all over? Women don't actually respect simps. So guys, don't resort to simping. You guys that resort to simping, you do it to try to get laid, but women don't even like it. So don't do it because it doesn't work. So, in case you don't believe me, how about this? I'll show you yet another example of women not liking simps. This woman here, Jedediah Bila, she has her own podcast on Valuetainment Network about, modern intersexual dynamics, trying to get women to become more traditional and trying to get men to become more masculine. I want you guys to watch her rant about simping and how women really feel about it. I think it might help you guys a lot.
That's different, okay? No respectable man who has options wants to be a simp. They don't want to be chasing after women who don't like them. They don't want to feel rejected. That goes completely against masculine nature. That is not what you want, okay? You want to be in a position of authority. What's happening now, though, is that women are getting a ton of attention from everywhere. All the time, on Instagram, on social media, on OnlyFans. They feel like they have all the options in the world. So they're saying, oh, I'm a 10, deluded. We talked about that the other day. And then they're saying, I will only want a 10. So you have a whole bunch of guys that are being ignored. And they're desperate. And you have a generation of sexless men. They're not having any sex. They're feeling desperate. And they are now stooping to very low levels to try to get these women, sending the flowers, taking them out to eat, taking abuse, trying to do whatever they can in a state of desperation. That is why, by the way, you have the emergence of the red pill movement largely. I know Rollo Tomasi says it's not a movement, but to me it is. It is a movement. And you see these guys, you see, the Andrew Tates of the world, you see the Tristan Tates, you see the Sterling Coopers, you see the Justin Wallers rising up largely to say, guys, get your you-know-what together. You need to take care of you, because if you want to attract women and you don't want to be simping after women, the answer is not, oh, let me just simp more. I have no other choice. Let me just play my video game, get big and fat and simp. No, they want you to say, I am not going to be that guy. I have potential. I can go get a great job. I can make that 6 figures. I can be creative. I can work for myself. I can go online and figure out. I can join the war room, do all this stuff. I can get a team of brothers around me who are going to inspire and motivate me to do better. I can get in shape. I can cure my own depression by getting on a healthy diet and getting some sunshine and not opting for a big pharma drug to lean on and instead leaning on myself. I can get a sense of personal responsibility for my actions. And in turn, you will attract women. You will cease to be that simp because now you have the power, the confidence, and the initiative to build your own big, beautiful, bright life that women are going to be drawn to and want to be a part of.
Well said, Jed. All right. So I think you guys have got the message. Simping ain't it. Simping doesn't work. Simping is not going to get it done for you. Now, how about I teach you guys how to stop simping? How to get the result that you want in your interactions with women. How to get the women that you want so you won't have to simp. It's really quite straightforward. Change from a scarcity to an abundance mindset. So listen, it's so much easier to have an abundance mindset when you are actively living in abundance. Become the man that women actually want, and you can have the frame to not simp. You must become a high-value man. And that's not just like a cliche that we use in the red pill community. A high-value man is literally what it sounds like. A man of value, a man who is worth something. Something that's high value is something that costs. Something that is valuable. Something that you can go and trade in for money. Something that is sought after by other people. Become a high-value man. Be above average in every metric that you can. Be fit, be intelligent, be well-paid, be smart, be compendious, be confident. Listen, there's things that we're born with. We're not born with, perfect looks all the time. Some of us may not be born to have the genes to be 6+ feet tall or have a large penis or all of these things that we cannot control. Some of us may not have the best facial features, but listen, women on the sexual marketplace are judged based on their looks. Men, your value is built on a large myriad of different metrics, right? It's about status, it's about frame, it's about confidence, it's about your social perception of your peers. It's about body language. It's about all these kinds of different things. It's about personability. It's about money. It's about all these different things and all these things that you can control, because there's a lot of dudes who are not attractive but are high-value men and can have their choice of women. I mean, look at it. Jay-Z, for example, not the most attractive dude, but could screw anyone that he wants. He got Beyonce, and guess what? Even though he's got Beyonce, he still is able to exercise his option and get others, and Beyonce still stays because he's got the frame. So once again, men, you have to be above average. In every way that you can, if you can put in the work to become a better man, you can be in the top 10% of men that all women want. Women are born with their value up front. They're born beautiful. They're born attractive, and no matter what they do, men are going to want them. Unfortunately, guys, you don't have that same benefit. You don't have that same luxury. As a man, you have to create your value, but that's also the most amazing thing about being a man. As a woman, you're limited by your looks. As a man, because you create your value, you have unlimited potential to be as awesome, to be as high value as you possibly want. Listen, beautiful women are everywhere, but a man who has built himself to become a high value man is rare. There's more women in the world than men to start with, right? Women are more common. They're the larger percentage of the population than men. You think about it, all the wars that happen, all the people that have to die in combat, they're for the most part men. Since the beginning of human history, men have gone off by the thousands and millions to fight wars and be slaughtered and then leave an abundance of women at home. There are more women in the world to start out with. Now let's do the math. Imagine that every single woman, 100% of them, wants only the top percent of dudes. So let's just make the math simple. Let's say it's half women, half men. And all of the women want only 10% of the men. That math equates to almost 10 women, to more than 10 women actually, especially since the population of women is more than the population of men, to over 10 women per one high value man. So therefore, if you put in the work to become a man of value, you don't have to simp because you have all the options in the world. All women want the top men. When you are greatly desired by many women, you create in their minds a subconscious acknowledgement of competition. When women see that you have a bunch of women all around, that you have a bunch of value, and that you carry yourself with confidence. Remember that study how it says that men that can turn down women are more attractive? When women see that you're confident enough to not simp because you put forth the work to build the value, they will imply that there's more competition. And so the women that you do get will treat you better because they know that another woman can take you from her. Just like in capitalism, where competition keeps prices low and quality high, competition will keep women on their best behavior in order to get you and keep you around. Listen, simping is never the answer. Simping is never the answer, but becoming better is. You must resist the simp mind. When you become a better man, listen, life is just better. When you become a better man, not only do you have more access to the women that you actually want, not just trying to clean up the bottom of the barrel, the bottom 22% of women that would even give you a chance, but you can get the women that you want, but the women, once you get them, will treat you better. They will behave better because they realize that you are the prize and not them, and you don't have to simp. They will realize that if they're not on their best behavior because you have so many options, they are replaceable, and therefore you can demand higher levels of respect. You can demand congruence in the relationship, meaning I'm putting forth this effort, you put forth this effort. Or even better, you make the effort and the respect and the luxuries and the favors that you give her a direct reciprocation of the respect that she gives you in the first place. And you can do this, and women will respect you and flock to you and actually behave for you because you have the frame and the value to do it. This is why you have to become better and not become a simp. Because listen, when you are that guy, when you are the top guy that I'm telling you to be, and women start acting crazy, right? They start disrespecting you. They start, not putting forth the effort that you need in a relationship, not adding any value in your life. When she's not giving you what you want, as a man of value, you can tell her what you want, what you desire, and let her know that you have other options and that you don't have to tolerate her deficits. And listen, she may act like she's mad initially. She may act like she's angry. She may act like I'm going to be your only one. You better not have other women. I'm going to be your only one. I'm so special. I'm so great. I'm me. I'm the prize. Even though we just said, if you're a high value guy, it's like 10 pussies to one man. She's really not that special. And she in her mind knows this. She'll act like she's all angry, and she may display her anger. But if you check that and you still stand on it, you hold your frame and don't crack it, you stand by your morals, I guarantee, even if she leaves, she's going to come back. Because she's going to realize how hard it is to find a man like you. How bums are everywhere. But the men that women actually want, they are hard to find. And there's so many other women that want you. She will be willing to come back after she's already left and acted a fool and said that she couldn't do it and couldn't stand for that and, didn't want to give you what you wanted. She's going to come back willing to do anything to keep you. And at that point, you have to enforce a penance. You have to say, you know what? How about you delete all your social media, because I need to 100% be ensured that you are mine and that you are not going to be out here giving other people attention. Something like dramatic like that. Or you're going to be sucking a whole lot of D. Do something as penance to basically establish yourself in a point of dominance, establish yourself as her leader, which once again will turn her on, because we talked about the attraction triggers for women. Guys, I'm not a misogynist. I'm just telling you how women's psychology works. It's time tested. Women look for a leader. And if you establish yourself as that in her mind, she's going to respect you more and behave better. But you can only do this if you have frame. And frame is achieved by becoming a high value man. So when you have the frame to be able to tell a woman no, she will be more attracted to you because she is only used to dealing with low-value simps who give her whatever she wants and tolerate her bad behavior. If you can become better as a man, get your money up, get your fitness up, become smarter, become better, listen to my content. I give you guys so many different ways, so many ideas to make money. I'm telling you guys why you need to be better, why you need to be stronger. If you can do all these things, devote time to build you so that you can become a man with frame. When you can tell a woman no, she will be more attracted to you because all she's ever used to dealing with are low-value simps. And your ability to say no to her and your maintenance of a secure masculine frame gives her a subconscious implication of your high value for which women are constantly seeking. You stand out as a man by not being a simp. And for all of you guys that think that my message is misogynist, that think all this red pill stuff that I'm saying is unequitable, is wrong, is, prejudiced against women, I want you to know that, first of all, that's crap, because this isn't anything new. This isn't anything that's like novel, some crazy masculine ideas that I've had. This is just how humans have thought, men and women, since the beginning of human history. Like, this has just been like common knowledge until the last, few years, in which this, clown world society mindset has just dominated everything, right? This is how people have thought. But for you guys that still think that I am some like misogynist, that I'm against women, I want you to understand something. I'm telling you to become better because as a man, women are absolutely wonderful to have in your life. Women are wonderful to be around. Women make your life as a man enjoyable and worth living on this earth. Being on the earth is about fulfilling your promises to God, fulfilling your purpose of being created, which is to know and worship God, but also to enjoy time with people, to create families, to form meaningful relationships with the ones that you love. And women make all of that worth it. But in order for women to be the most wonderful that they can be, in order for women to be the most fantastic things in your life, the most fantastic people to have around you, women are the most wonderful to be around when they truly love and respect you. Like, guys, come on. Imagine a woman who at all times is searching for ways to add value to your life and benefit you so that she can keep you. And I'm talking like meals made daily and brought to your job, daily coffee and breakfast before you leave. A woman that is willing to delete all of her social media to show you that she's completely committed to you. Daily massages and more sexual availability than you could even ask for. No back talking, default support and agreement to what you say because she loves you and respects you and doesn't want to argue with you. I'm telling you, a woman like that is an absolute keeper. She is a jewel. She deserves every bit of effort that a man could give. She deserves all of this man's respect, all of this man's love. A woman like that deserves to be cherished, respected, spoiled. She deserves to have the finest of lifestyles and given the best life possible. That is not misogyny. That is the truth. I love women. I respect women. And I think that the women that can be the most respectful to men deserve the best. And guys, I'm just showing you how you can be the best man possible to bring out the best impossible inside of women. This is the kind of woman that you want to have in your life. And every woman, I believe, can be that. But in order for these wonderful characteristics to be brought out of her, you have to have the masculine frame to make her comfortable with being in her natural feminine nature, which is the beautiful things. As I said, these women who are in their natural feminine state, who are truly loving you and respecting you and wanting to add value to you, these women are absolutely amazing and worth immense amounts of attention, affection, and spoiling that you simps are giving for free to women that don't even like and respect you. These women, once again, I'll say it again, the women that want to add value to your life are absolutely amazing, and they are worth the immense amount of respect, attention, affection, and spoiling that you simps are giving for free to women that don't even like and respect you. Listen, guys. Simping is never the win. Simping is never going to get what you want. Simping makes you look stupid. It makes you look weak to superior men. It makes women not respect you, and it makes you not respect yourself. I know I'm sounding harsh, but I'm trying to help you guys get what you want out of life. Because that's what the MD Medic podcast is all about. Helping you guys get rich, be in shape, get the results you want out of life, get the women that you want, and be the happiest, strongest, smartest, sexiest man that you could be, to be the conqueror that God put you on earth to be. Guys, this is our mission. We are doing God's work. Become a better man and resist the slave mind. Guys, go ahead and like the video. If you like this kind of content, liking the video is the best thing possible for the algorithm to help YouTube get it out to more people. Guys, I love you guys so much. I want you guys to be better. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook at MD Medic Podcast. Guys, become better men. MD Medic Podcast out.